Hey guys, what's up? Timebot here. Welcome back to Nightingale. And today, I want to talk about gear score because gear score is very important in this game. It's what's going to let you into these various sites of power, to give you different cards, to open different realms, to get more powerful gear, to go into more powerful sites of power, to open more realms, to... You get the picture. It's the loop of this game. Now, where do you see gear score? Well, gear score can be seen in your inventory. Right here, you'll see that mine is currently listed as 73. This is a weighted average of all of this gear plus what is in my main hand. The game will even tell you that, your main handheld item and clothing items. I have seen people say that it also includes your offhand. It does not, and we can debunk that real quick right now. So, you'll see that I have my umbrella and my knife out, and my gear score is 73. Let us go ahead and switch to my torch. Gear score is still 73. Torch has a gear score of 6. Umbrella has a gear score of 61. Let's go ahead and switch to... Oh, my stake. Stake doesn't have a gear score. Still 73. Back to the umbrella. Still 73. What is in your offhand does not matter. If you see people saying it does, they're wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about how to raise your gear score. One of the easiest ways is crafting. So here we are at our workbench. Let's go ahead and look at a hunting knife. Now, I'm just going to select lumber, and we are going to take a look here at our ingots. I have 4 different types of ingots here. One's going to give us crit damage and durability of a certain amount. One's going to give us more crit and stealth. One's going to give us crit and durability of different amounts. And then the Lacunas down here is going to give us 20% melee damage and durability. If you look at the expected results, it'll tell us approximately what the item level is going to be. You'll see that the advanced hollow metal and the Lacunas will give us supposedly an item level of 52. So let's go ahead and just make, I think I'd like some melee damage and durability. Let's go ahead and fill and craft. And there is our knife. Now, you'll see that I do have a refined Lacunas hunting knife already, and that it is a completely different power level than the one that we just crafted, which is right here at 52. Now, what is the deal there? Well, that is where your enchanting and upgrading come in. So let's go ahead and head over to our upgrade bench here. So we have a refined upgrading bench, and you will see that knife right here in common items. If I click on it, we have some tier 1 essence. Now, you'll see that that will bump it up considerably. This is going to match the knife that I have in my inventory because this is exactly how I did this. Now, one thing I want you guys to know is where you see where it says melee damage up 49.5, strength up 9. This is not the actual numbers that is going to raise your item by. It's not going to bump it up by 49 points. If you look over here, our knife is already at 27.5 melee damage. It's already at 3.5 crit damage. So this is what the final result is going to be. It is not the actual numerical bump you are going to get. It's really not the best thing in the world. I wish it was shown a little differently, but let's go ahead and craft it. And once that gets done, we will have a match for the knife I currently have on my hotbar. There we go. You'll see right here, 72, refined Lacunas hunting knife, matches the one that I've got down here. It's got a little bit better melee. So the items that you use to make it do matter. Well, I don't know if we can upgrade this one anymore, but we'll take a look. I do not have enough tier 2 essence, but as you can see, the tier 2 essence would take it up even further. It would take up the melee damage to 71.3. So this is one of the basic ways to craft things. The other thing that you can do is you can also craft various enchantments. Now, you're going to need to do a fair amount of stuff to craft one of these enchantments. Assassin's Sight right here reveals weak points and bolsters the damage of crit strikes. Now, that needs a moderate human seal, and this is where some of the opaqueness of Nightingale's crafting is going to come in and kind of annoy you. So to make the various seals, we should need our masonry bench. which I have lost track of because, my god, Nightingale's crafting benches are an absolute mess. Moderate human seal. We need a weak human seal and carved stone. Again, this is where this all gets a little crazy, but we should be able to make everything for you because I should have come prepared for this video. And we'll just go ahead and skip on over to the part where everything is made because crafting takes a minute. Alright guys, we have gotten everything we need together for our Assassin's Sight enchantment. This is where things have gotten a little interesting because, you know, this needs food of some type. And again, you need to look at your various foods and items that you're going to put in here. So we've got a moderate human seal. We've got some tier 1 essence, and we've got food. I'm just going to put some bug meat on here, and we're going to go ahead and craft. Now then, we have our enchantment, Assassin's Sight. If we right-click on it and hit apply, you'll see that we can stick it on our knife right here. This will permanently put it on there. Knife's currently at 72. Let's apply the spell. There we go. Alright, now that we have both knives, we need to take a look because what the game did here is it actually swapped them on me, and I did not see it at first. So we have our regular knife here that I've put back on my hotbar, but also right here is the one that has Assassin's Sight. And you will see that the one that has Assassin's Sight is a 77, while the regular one is a 72. So you get a moderate bump for adding something like a spell to your weapons. So that's how we upgrade weapons. Now, as we said earlier, it's the weighted average of your clothing and your main hand items. So if you've got something that's falling a little behind, make sure that you try to upgrade that to keep everything kind of in line because it is a weighted average. Now, the other thing you can do is, of course, craft new gear, and this is, again, where the loop comes in, where you need to be constantly going around and finding more things. So, as for clothing, you're going to be working with your sewing benches here, and you're going to want to be trying to get better gear. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that you're going to be constantly coming across new recipes, so it may not be worth it to necessarily make an entire set of new gear just to get into one dungeon. Maybe just bump up a piece of gear that will get you the score you need and let you in until you start to get into the later game and get the gear that you kind of want to take and enchant and refine and make into your primary set of gear. But that is the basics of upping gear score in Nightingale. It's not exactly a transparent system, so I hope this helped you guys out. If it did, like and subscribe. If there's anything else you'd like me to check out in Nightingale, leave it in the comments down below. And if you're still here to the end, well, watch time's key on YouTube, so thank you for those sweet retention numbers. My name is Dybot. I'll see you guys next time.